Hey guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? So I'm back with the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. This is where we interview entrepreneurs, affiliate marketer, coaches, and consultant. And in this amazing series of entrepreneurship or this interview show, today we have a super special guest with us, and he is working with India's biggest digital marketer, Digital Pratik, Digital Deepak, and he is a copywriter. He is an expert in sales closing. Like when he deliver one sales call or teach all about like how you can close the sales and what kind of messaging I use. I love the way or I love that information that on that day he share, and because of that sales closing information, I think I closed two or three sales for my business, right? He is mentor and help his student to grow their business. He closed revenue of six figure in sales. So without further ado, let's have Jayant Kumar Padhi on the stage. So hey Jayant, how are you?
Hey Nilesh, how are you? I'm great, man. Thank you very much. By the way,
I'm
you are not the first person to confuse between Digital Pratik and Digital Deepak. We
good.
have a video in our channel, in Digital Deepak channel, in which there was a journalist who
uh,
was mentioning, he was talking about Digital Deepak to Digital Pratik, but instead of saying Digital Deepak, he's like, you know that guy Deepak to Digital Pratik. It's like, अरे सब गुफा हो गया.
recently, actually, I met with Digital Pratik, so the same name
I
comes in
know.
my
Yeah,
mind. So
awesome, man.
before we start the show, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yeah, sure,
Awesome.
completely.
So, guys, if you are with us on live, drop hashtag live, or with us on replay, drop hashtag replay, and make sure you take pen and paper because Jayan Bhai is someone who is going to share with you so many things related to sales, related to closing. So, make sure you take notes. So, before we start, could you share a little bit about yourself on how you started so the people who don't know you, they started knowing you?
All right. So I solved the three biggest challenges that any businesses can face. I help them generate leads. I help them nurture their leads. I basically build trust. And third, I help them close those deals. Right now, I'm working at Pixel Track and as a head of sales. My job is to close all the high ticket deals that comes to our agency. And yeah, I just do that for a living. And I love it when people swipe their credit card and pay me money. That's what I am. Awesome,
Awesome,
man.
awesome. So, yeah, he is Jayant, and so as you are working with the digital Pratik from last, I think 2 3 years, right?
You
Right?
mentioned Pratik again.
Sorry for that.
Okay, cool.
So,
He's a great friend.
digital Deepak. So, as you close and you close six figure, and in INR it was a seven figure in sales
Yeah,
only
we
as
we
a
have crossed over 3 crores right now with
wow, that's
just
huge.
regular sales.
That's huge, right?
Yeah.
So, what kind of framework that you apply to hit that milestone?
All
For
right.
you close all these numbers in the sales. So what kind of framework that you applied to close that deals?
All right. So I don't know if there is a framework to it. Yeah, there is a framework to it. Of course, there is. But if I were to tell you this in a very short way, there is this very simple straightforward, strong framework by this guy. Can I just leave for a minute? I'll bring that book to you. I'll show you what the framework that I use right now.
So guys, till Jayant is come back, you can type any question of yours related to sales, related to clothing. You can type it down in the chat box so we can have eyes on it. So yeah, Jayant
Yeah,
is back.
I'm back. So, so there are two frameworks that I use. One is by this guy, Pitch Anything by Oren Clough, and this guy is like the OG, like the original gangster of sales, is what I feel. And what he does is he does startup pitches. He doesn't do like us, like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, or like 2,000, $3,000. He does 2 million, $3 million of pitches, or like 20, $30 million of pitches. So I use his framework, which is called the Strong framework. If I were to like you know tell you how this particular thing works. Um, so yeah, so basically he talks about strong stands for setting the frame, telling the story, revealing the intrigue, offering the price, nailing the hook point, and getting a decision. So this is his framework. But I modified that, mixed it with the framework of spin selling, this one. And there are so many other books that I have read on telling story. Right. There is this framework, beautiful framework mentioned by this Matthew Dick's book. It is story worthy. Definitely give a read. So these are my three, go-to books from which I carved out the framework. So what I basically do is I combine these two frameworks together, strong framework with spin framework, and there is nothing fancy about this. This is simple, an art of asking the right questions so that the prospects understand their needs, they understand their pain points, and they understand the kind of problem they're going through, and then understand the need to pay off that particular problem. And that's pretty much what I've done. So whenever I get on a call, my primary reason is never to sell. In fact, my sales calls end within an hour. 60 minutes is what I take to close the deal normally. And out of those 60 minutes, up to 50 minutes, I don't even bring out the product that I pitch. 50 minutes is just asking questions where I uncover, what is their biggest pain point, why it is such a big pain point. If they don't solve the pain point, how is that going to affect their life and their business? And if they solve it, what is the need for payoff, right? If they solve the problem, how is their life going to change? So 50 minutes of discussion, and I've seen people literally teary. I had some people break down right then and there, where they, uncover like, dude, Jayant, if I don't solve this, man, I'm going to go hungry in the next 6 months. I need your help. They come to that particular stage, and only those people who I feel like, okay, these are great people to work with. These have the fire in them. Then I pitch them my product using this framework, pitch anything framework. There is a presentation skill involved. So yeah, I mean, I have not crafted a framework for myself. I should. I'm thinking to create one, but basically it's a merger of all the best frameworks that I've seen so far. So this is pretty much what I do. And if you want to learn more about this, read these two books along with the book called Story Worthy by Matthew Dix, and you'll know what I do. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, guys, you can go and read that book. Spin selling book I also have. I think Sagar is recommending me. You recommend to Sagar, and
Ask Sagar who recommended him the spin selling book.
he will
I'm
give
the
you
one
a
who's like, boss, read spin selling anytime.
yeah. So he
Yeah.
recommended to me, and I also have that. Still not completed yet, but yeah, going and reading it.
These
So
books are great for high ticket sales. Like if you're selling anything in India, high ticket means $2,000. And US,
yeah,
high ticket means anything above 5,000. So, if you are into that particular thing, these are the three. Another book called Sell with a Story. I forgot the name of the author. These are the three, four books which are really, really good, who have that spirit of selling high. And yeah, yeah, go read
awesome,
those
awesome.
books.
That's awesome. You mentioned art of asking right question, and so how actually we start asking the question? Like when a person is like jump into the call with me, what is the way to asking the question and how it goes till that?
Right, right. So we ask questions way before they jump on a call. In fact, I'll tell you my funnel. It's a very simple funnel. I don't use, in fact, Nilesh and I used to share a ClickFunnels account earlier. And nowadays, I'm not even using that. And it is stupidly simple. You don't need upsells, downsells, anything. I just have one high ticket products and that product that's it. So what I essentially do is I create a bunch of content, lead magnets, no blog posts, nothing, which are really valuable first. Like, for example, you are an affiliate marketer, you don't know how to sell high ticket affiliate products. I create a lead magnet called how to sell high ticket products, right? That's my lead magnet to bring in the leads. Now, if I promote this lead magnet, all these people who are into real estate or let's say e-commerce, they will not come. Most probably affiliate marketers will come, right? Now, first level of filtration happened there, right? Next, in the thank you page, I don't upsell, cross sell. No, 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 no such thing. Second page, instead of a thank you page, I thank them for downloading the book and I offer them a free consultation where they book a call. But to book a call, they have to go through a bunch of questions. And these questions basically are qualifying questions like how much income are you making right now? What would be your target income? What kind of marketing channels you are using? What kind of problems you are facing that you need my help in your booking this call? Sixth, have you taken anybody's course? What did and didn't work for you? And there is a proper psychology behind that question, right? Like, for example, if I in many sales call, I used to face this challenge that people used to ask, people used to tell me that, Jayant, I'm exploring my options. I thought like this is such a stupid objection. I should like handle them right in the beginning. Even before they come to the call, I ask them, what other solutions have you ever taken? What did not work for you? Because they mentioned that, even if they bring this objection in the sales call, I'm like, I'll be like, Nilesh, you mentioned you took this course. Now you're exploring options. Really? That did work for you, right? Killed it. So I used to do that. So questioning happens way before the call. And all these qualifying questions, there are like 25, 26 qualifying questions that I ask even before they could ever book a call with me, so that I have everything in my mind. And also this thing is that like many people think, okay, because Jayant, you are taking per prospect through 25 different questions, do you get enough prospects to talk to? I'm like, yes. People who are not serious will never complete all the 25 questions. I have purposefully made it hard for them to come to me. Somebody who is taking their time filling up a complete 25, 26 page questionnaire, they would ideally be very high quality client, right? Because they have that pain to go through the entire process. It takes like good 15, 20 minutes to complete the entire questionnaire and book a call, which will be like 2 weeks down the line, and appear on the call on time, right? So that way I have already qualified my prospect. I know for a fact that there is something in their life that they want to improve, and that is why they have taken their time, given me their attention, given me their trust, and they want me to solve it, or at least give them a framework in the call. Now once they come into the call, now that I know that this prospect is serious, half of the objections are cleared. Now this is where I start questioning. And questioning is basically, I divide questioning into 4 parts. Again, coming back to this thing. So SPIN stands for situation, problem, implications, need, payoff. So this is a very, basically this guy, he did 35,000 sales calls and he recorded how, he went through it. Many of the concepts may not work right now, but a lot of them do make sense. So what he talks about is, you should start asking, like you should start by asking where the prospect stands, where they need to go, why do they need to go, what happens if they don't go to that particular level, and what happens if they reach that particular level. So essentially, you are asking where you are, which is situation, like what are you doing, how are you acquiring clients, what is your CPC, what is your CAC, what is the CPM you are facing, all those basic questions that a marketer should know. Based on that basic question, you go to problems. Why is this situation not working for you? Right? So problems means like, okay, okay, Nilesh, I see that you are selling like 10 to 10 clients a day at like $1,000 a month. But you know what? You mentioned that you are generating some 1,000 leads and you are closing only 10. I mean, are you happy with this? Nilesh should be like, no, man. I mean, yeah, I wish I can have more conversions. Right? Then I'll dig deep into that problem. You came to me with a small wound. I'll like stretch it apart, make it a surgery wound, and I'll perform the surgery on the call itself. I see it like that. And I dig deep why it is happening, what kind of, what kind of ads are you running, what is your creative. Little bit I go deep into it and figure out what is the biggest challenge that they are facing. Then I drive into implications of the problem, like what happens if you don't solve this problem. I mean, okay, everything is great, it's nice, but Nilesh, you're spending 14 hours a day. Do you Can you really afford to do the same level of work 1 year 2 year down the line? Can you afford to do it after your marriage happens or after you have a kid or something, right? And basically the idea of implication is like you let the prospects visualize what how bad would my life be if I don't solve this burning problem right now. It's not like you are actually taking notes. It's like while speaking to you, they realize, okay, this is my big problems, right? And this happened to one guy. I'm not going to say his name, and like he closed for our high ticket mastermind, and he is doing great. His like that dude is making like some 3,000, $4,000 a month, sitting in India, living a great lifestyle. And I asked him, like, dude, what is the biggest problem? Like, bro, I have for making this much, I have to work like a laborer, like a day worker, and I don't feel like I'm owning a business. I feel like I'm in a job all over again. Like, how is it affecting, dude? That guy literally broke down on the call. Like, my daughter's annual day was there. I could not go because I had a client meeting. I'm like, dude, what if you could just outsource some of your work and I can help you with getting more clients, high quality clients, and outsource the work as well? What happens then? So once implication happens, you drive them to need for payoff. Like, what if this particular problem is solved? What if I give you this and solve this problem? How do your life look like? And anybody now at this particular point, now that they have gone through the trauma, gone through the hell, you show them the heaven. You okay, this is how my life will be. I'll have enough time for my family. I'll go on the vacation that I want. I want to start that side business that I want to do. And once they go through this questionnaire, they understand why they need the product. And if you feel like, if I feel as a salesman, okay, he has enough firepower, enough problems, and enough need to pay off, then and only then I pitch my offer. There are many people who fill the 25-step form that is there, they want to grow, but they don't have enough pain point to solve the problem. Many people are like, I'm happy where I am, it's all fine, I just want to grow a little bit. They're not very serious. I don't even like that 50 minutes ke baad, I don't even show them the product that I have. I'll tell them that, let's say Nilesh is there. Bro, I see that you're pretty happy at your life, and I really don't see if my product can help you. So I would not make you an offer today, but I'll show you my framework and let you go. I would like kick them out of the call, you can say. But yeah, this framework helps you when you ask the right questions. People realize their own problems, they realize their own dream situation, and if the product actually helps them, they usually convert. So I don't pitch to a lot of people. I pitch to almost 7 out of 10 people or 6 out of 10 people. But right now, offer to close is like at 100%. Whoever I pitch to, they all paid their money. So I know that this person needs it, and when they also realize that they need it, they buy it because it makes sense, right? Yeah.
That is
I get to
definitely
the question.
one moment, and it is kind of a masterclass. There, if people pay, we can earn, right? So, on sales call, this is the biggest objection most of the time is a money objection. For you right now, you don't have a money objection, but other people have this money objection still in their sales call. How they handle that objection?
So the entire time I am in the sales call, I try to prevent all sorts of objections. Like there is money objection. That, like for example, I'm exploring objections that I've handled right there in the beginning. Like if before even they came to the call. In the call, I asked this one question, dude. Running a business is very difficult, man. Do you run this business alone or do you consult with somebody? So I want to know who their partner is. Many people have this partner objection. I'll talk to my wife. I'll talk to my brother. I'll talk to my father. I'll talk to my partner. Early on, before even during this situation question, I asked them so as to know that okay, there is a partner. If there is a partner, I end the call right there. Go bring your partner, then we'll talk. That's what I do. Or if they are independent, they take the entire decision, then we take the call forward. Now there are like 7 to 8 different types of objections. I don't want to like go through all of it, but which you need to prevent. I don't do objection handling, I do objection prevention. So for me, the only objection that I get is money. And the way I get it is this. My goal before even I make the offer is to make sure that all those common 7 to 8 objections are out of the park. They don't have those thoughts anymore. Now I have two problems at hand. After I have done those, I have two problems. People have a confidence problem, people have a money problem. It's not just money problem. They show it as a money problem, but more often than not, they don't have a money problem. It's more often than not, it's a confidence problem, right? For example, I give you this. Right now in India, gold price is touching $1, 70 rupees, let's say. Okay. But if I sell you 1 gram of gold at 50 cents, half of the price, would you not buy it? Right?
Yeah, sure.
Why? Because you have the
Because
confidence that you can
yeah,
sell it at double the price, right?
yeah,
So even if it costs you a lot of money, you'll still buy it because you are confident that you can sell it.
yes,
So
sure.
majority of the time, it's not the money problem; it's the confidence problem. So in terms of confidence, there are three types of confidence that you need to like break or build in them. Three types of thoughts you break and confidence you build. That's I reversed it. One is they lack confidence in the market. They lack confidence in themselves. They lack confidence in the vehicle, the solution that you're providing. Confidence in the market, you address by asking, you show them that their peers are doing great. If you are one of their peer, you show that you are doing great, your other people are doing great. So that is pretty much handled by showing them that, hey, market is big enough. You see your peers doing it, your colleagues doing it. Do you think it's great or not? So you break that barrier first. Second, the confidence on themselves. You tell them that, make them realize that they have grown so much from XYZ. And by the way, we don't pitch to beginners in high ticket. Never ever sell to beginners, because most of the time beginners don't take their own decisions, and I don't want to work with people who don't take their own decisions. I ideally work with people who have some level of experience. They have started something, failed, it's fine, but you have started something. You are a man of your own word, right? I love those kind of people. So second is their confidence object, like confidence in themselves. You need to build that confidence in themselves by breaking a barrier in their head, which is like, I can't do it, it's working for them, it may not work for me. Then when I pitch them, I show them, hey, this is the framework, simple as duck. If you implement this, do you think you can get this? If I give you all the supports, all the existing support, all the support that is needed, do you think you can make it? That's the question I ask while showing them the framework and everything, right? And majority of the time they say yes. If they say no, I let them go. I don't pitch. I don't even reveal the price to them, right? uh, you break that barrier. Third is confidence in the vehicle. The vehicle confidence you show them by actually showing them the product. Many people craft PowerPoint presentations or beautiful templates to show them. That never worked for me. If I'm selling them a course or a mastermind, I actually show them my LMS. I actually show them the WhatsApp group or the Facebook group that we have. I actually show them, like, scroll through the conversation that we are having. I show them, "Ki this is the way we are helping them." So show, don't tell. That is how you build confidence on the vehicle, right? I show them our framework, the 3-step funnel framework, or the sales calling framework. I show them so many documentations waiting for them to just come, apply, and they'll see the results. That's how you build the third confidence on the vehicle. Now, after you broke all the beliefs, built all the confidence, prevented all the objections, I make sure that the only objection that remains towards the end is money. They have everything in place. Only if they have money, they will buy my product. And that is the easiest objection to handle if everything else is covered. Okay. So before I reveal the price, I ask this question. Okay, Nilesh, thank you very much. I mean, you answered all the questions, man. I'm glad, and I'm happy that you have gone through the presentation. You love it. Is there any question in your head running in your mind? Any and every, even if there is a shred of doubt about anything that I said, just say it out loud and I'll help you fix it before I reveal the price. So any real objection, non-real objection, anything you handle there before you reveal the price. Let's say you reveal the price. Alpha Club now costs $2,000, which is roughly 1.5 lakh rupees. Okay. And let's say when you reveal the price, money objection will come. You'll say, Jayant, this is too stiff for me. And why is it easier? Because you can do so many things around money. Because let's be honest, all the money in the world is made up. Nobody like goes ahead and calculate, okay, this is the manpower I'm spending, this is I'll keep only 20% profit. If it were to me, I'll put 200% profit. Nobody does that. Every goddamn money in the world, every price tag in the world is made up by humans. There is no rational to the price tag in the world, right? You need to understand that. So if the money objection comes, you need to handle it in the right way. For example, if somebody comes, tells that, hey, 1,50,000, dude, chance it is too much for me. Like, bro, okay, I understand the salary is 50,000. Even I know that you can't pay that much. How about we split it into three? I'll follow up, and you pay it within 6 months. Two months, mein one installment you pay. Is that fine? Why would that guy say no? Because I'm giving such a great offer to him, right? So money can be handled by killer offers, guarantees, and split payments, and or you can. I don't recommend it, but many people do it. I don't give discounts ever. I don't like that concept. I rather give them, split payments so that they can pay later, but they have to pay the entire thing. Discount kind of makes you less powerful. I don't like that. So that's how you handle the money objection. I hope I answered
That's
that correctly.
yeah, definitely you answer it a very well manner and in a storytelling way, like someone is mentioning there. So look at this.
Aw.
So definitely you did a great job. You gave a great answer. So if a beginner at the beginner or an intermediate wants to get more people on the call, what strategy does he or she apply so prospect back book of call as fast as possible?
So, you know what? And I started as a beginner, and this is my biggest learning so far. Is that when you are starting out, let's say again, it depends on, are you working for somebody, or are you working for yourself? Like you're an entrepreneur and you are like working for yourself. Which one would you choose? Like there are two ways to it. Let's say you are working for somebody, then it's also the responsibility of that somebody to teach you how to sell. If you're starting out, and come on, this your employer, right? They should have that responsibility. But let's say you are running a business, you have never sold a thing in your life. I would say, before even you create a product ever, start building a community. That community gives you so much insight that you know exactly, like from a mile away, what are the objections that are going to come. Like for example, when I was doing e-commerce, and I built my community around e-commerce, and I was selling an e-commerce course, before I, way before I started building my course and everything, I built a WhatsApp group. Right now it has become two WhatsApp groups. So many people started coming in, and in this WhatsApp group I just kept interacting. Like sometimes I would just invite them on a call, just random Zoom call, ask them how's their life going, what are their business, and I just do that. I just talk to people, like to understand how is the life going, where they want to go, what help do they need from me. I'll directly ask, what help do you need from me? After consulting with some 100 or so people, I realized that, okay, this is the exact problem that they are facing in the market. If I solve this one problem, then their needs will be solved. And after talking to some 100 people, I was sharp as fuck that, like, okay, you know, this is the problem that I've solved. And to get to this situation, they have like 100 other people have gone through this exact same path. And if I can help them overcome all of this, like Russell Benson says, step one, step two, step three, and everything, and they can absolutely get results. That is when you create your product, right? Once you create your own product, as an entrepreneur, I'm saying, not as a job seeker or whatever, as an entrepreneur, once you create that particular product, you have enough confidence in you that you can sell, right? Once you have created the product, you have spoken to 100 people. That's not like, even that's not a joke, right? 100 other people, that's not a small thing. I've spoken to 100 other people. It's very intangible to say it now, but you don't know how powerful this thing is. Because by speaking to 100 other people, you already know what are the objections that they are going to bring in, what are the problems they are going through, because the spin mein P is already solved. So you know what to ask there. So right now, when I'm selling Alpha Club, I straight up ask, what is your CPC, what is your CSE, what is your CPM, what is your conversion rate, how many leads come to your calendar, how many offers do you make, how many closes you make. Clear as hell. Like I don't even have to remember the script. It just comes out. That happens because I have done some 900, 1000 sales calls earlier before to this. I was sucking at this. But by doing that, by understanding the problems in people's lives, you understand what are the problems that they're going to share, how this problem is going to help them, and all the spin and all, it will automatically be crafted. You don't need to read a book, but do read the book. First, go through this process, build a community, talk to people, build a kick-ass product, then and only then start selling. Sometimes people sell and then build a product. That is also fine. I mean, you can do some, if particularly coaches do this, they do a live session first before creating a course, which is fine. Depends on which niche are you in. Software may you can't do. You can just barely make a MVP and do that, but many people will not like that. But this is the way to build a product. And while you're building this product, you are interacting with so many people. There is a community. People love you. You are building an audience base which will buy you it at lunch and launch, and that is how selling becomes easier. And follow these books. Read these books two, three, six,
Yeah,
seven
sure,
times.
sure,
Yeah.
definitely. And you broke it down in a great way. Like before creating product, just build your community. So that is a great point you mentioned there.
Yeah.
So, so many times once a call is end, just a minute, can you? I'll yeah. So once you end the call, for some reason, like customer are not able to pay at the same time, or they ask you for a time period, or so how you do a follow up? What is the way you are doing follow up with them, or are you asking them a question Like when did I reach out to you again? So yeah, I
Right. So I follow up like a madman, like a creepy dude, but not a creepy way. So what I do is usually like this. If somebody said that I don't have the money right now, I'll just ask this question, bro. Based on this presentation and the solution that I've given, do you think it'll work for you? Say yes. So if I reduce the money burden on you, would you like it? Yes. So if you can't deposit 1.5 lakhs right now, can you deposit 50,000 right now? Right? And rest 50,000 you can pay, or rest 1 lakh you can pay within the 1 month. Usually people say yes because that's how we have filtered out. If they say no, we take 30,000 deposit and another 20,000 when it's within a couple of days. But I don't leave the call without deposit, right? I take that on the spot anyway, and you'll know if you have done everything correctly, and if the person can't pay, you already have figured out in the situation. Like let's say in the situation question, you ask them how much revenue are you making. That guy says like, hey, I'm making 50,000 revenue. Out of it, profit is 20,000. That guy is never going to pay 1.5 lakhs. Please, if you are pitching at that stage, then you are doing a mistake. It's on you. I'm assuming that you have done everything correct. That means the right prospect is at the door and they can pay, and they can like go ahead and arrange the money somehow. Then you take a deposit as a commitment on the spot, right? And once they do the deposit, then you follow up. Even if it takes to follow up like a madman. Every single day, I have like some two people I call them, hey, XYZ, like, hey man, where's the deposit? I was looking forward to it. And I keep doing it. 10 a.m., they will get a call from me. I don't care how long it takes, it will go through. And people think that is irritating and it's more like a sociopath. But dude, if you're a salesman, you have to become a sociopath at some point. You have to let go of all the things that what people will think about me. Paisa nahi aayega to, if you are not earning money, then your family is not going to be fed. It's dependent on that person. So you can't do anything, right? So call them, follow up with them, be polite, but do follow up every single day. And you can't believe how many businessmen appreciate this so much because I primarily sell B2B. Many people try to ghost me. I'll still follow up. Sometimes if they are not in India, I'll follow up them on email. Hey man, I'm having a great relationship with your mailbox. Thank you very much. I think we're developing a cool relationship. I'm just waiting for your email. I'll try to be funny anyways. Like I learned this from Sabry, and I try to be funny as fuck. Like make some jokes because I know this guy is ghosting me, but I've seen that after like 3 4 follow-ups, these people will definitely reply because human beings, as human beings, they can't ignore a person for a very long time, and that works. You have to constantly follow. There is no rocket science to it. But
super.
do yes, filter out the right prospect. If the right prospect is out the door, they will definitely, pay the rest remaining amount. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bulb on moment right now. So do a follow and do like don't think too much what other person is thinking about you. That is a great point. So just now you mentioned Sabri Subi and as all the time you are working with a digital Deepak. Yeah. So India's top digital marketer, digital Deepak, and recently you meet with Sabri Subi as well. So would you like to share your 5 learnings or things that change in your life with those two experts or
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
person?
So, yeah, before coming into marketing and sales, I was a scientist. So I sucked at sales. So I only knew simple numbers. So definitely it was a good journey. Uh, okay, if we talk about 5 learnings, number one, every damn thing in life is sales. You're asking your family to go on a vacation. That is, you're selling the idea of a vacation to your family. You're setting a goal for yourself. You're selling your future to yourself. If you're asking a stranger money, you are selling a product to the stranger so that the product can help somebody's life. So every damn thing in your life is sales. That's number one. Like, don't forget that. Second thing that I've learned is that uh, selling teaches you so much about human beings. I used to fear that, hey, will people be able to pay me that thing? But after doing so many sales calls, after talking with so many people, I've realized that no matter how diverse the guy is, no matter which corner of the planet he's from, if you give them a good offer, mitigate the risk, and build enough trust, nobody will ever say no to the product or the service that you are selling. So these three things, like I call it the ATM formula in digital marketing: attention, trust, money. A person always pays you their attention first, trust second, and if you give them a killer offer and mitigate enough risk, they pay you their money. So attention, trust, money never goes away out of the fashion, and you always have to keep building that attention. Grab attention. There is this beautiful rule in this book. I love this guy, Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. One of the sixth law is this, code attention at all cost. And even I kept on seeing it in all the marketers that I've been with: Deepak, Sabry, Rand Moran, Peter, Prue, whoever's mastermind have ever been in. They have always taught me this one thing: if you learn the art of turning attention into money, you will never go hungry in your life. That's number two. Third would be, always provide value first before ever pitching again. Always provide value first. Fifth, be honest. Many people think that you have to hide your intention. Whenever I do webinar sales, I do this. The second slide of my webinar says like this: this is going to be the most brutally honest, bold caps and like underlined webinar ever. Second slide itself, I tell my audience, hey, listen to me. I'm By the end of this webinar, I'm going to sell you something. But guess what? I can't take your money magically out of your bank account. That's not me. I'm not a hacker. Neither am I a magician. But in this entire 90 minutes webinar, I'm going to give you so much value that by the end of the webinar, when I pitch my offer, if you feel like the value that you have gotten in the webinar and the offer makes sense to you, you'll pay me your money. Make sense? When I become this honest, people went go gaga in my webinars. I mean, I have seen my, like, towards the end of the webinars when people buy, and keep reading the chats, people would say like, this is the most boldest, most amazing webinar ever, because from the right on the get-go I make things clear. And dude, honesty works like crazy. Many people try to hide this. Many people are like, hey, you will get this XYZ lead magnet towards the end, I'm not going to sell you anything, but they sell something in the webinar. So that's not how I do. I tell them, hey, I'm going to ask you for your money, because I have gone through the process well enough. uh, are we into three? Okay. Fourth learning would be this. Be very, I don't know if the time, the term is being cocky. No, be authoritative, even if the person you are sitting on the opposite side of is bigger than you. Uh, this is something that I keep using everywhere. Not impolite, but authoritative. For example, there are times when you see this cocky clients, no, they'll be like, I've seen all of this stuff and everything. Or they'll be like, you have 20 minutes to finish this pitch. Or they will ask you to come here, present everything in 1 hour, and they will come 20 minutes late. Right? I have learned to be authoritative. And by authoritative, we call it the alpha behavior in Alpha Club. The alpha behavior is that even if you don't score that particular deal, the authority to walk away from that deal just because you don't like that person makes you hell lot of a stronger than any goddamn businessman in the world. For example, this happened once. One guy came in and said, Jayant, you have 20 minutes to finish the pitch. Like, don't worry, I'll take 15. End of story. Because these people who are in the higher authority, they are used to being treated very, what did they say? No, the ass lickers. They're used to being treated by other ass lickers, right? When you don't do that, when you don't follow that herd, and you show them that, hey, I don't care how big of a deal you are. If I don't like you, I can walk away from this deal right now. And this is a new thing for them. Now you are like at equal levels, right? Authority never goes out, and authority is an attitude. It's not your position anywhere, right? And uh, uh, another thing, like another example would be like, this another learning will be, not example. The learning would be this. When you're building trust never happens on the get go. Many people think that, the perception in the market is that, hey, I'll use this to, killer OTO, killer this, and all, people will convert, I'll make millions of dollars. But that's not how it works. Things take time. And like I mentioned, it's the ATM machine, right? attention, trust, money, and the most amount of effort that you'll be putting on a sale is by building is in building trust. And building trust, takes so much money, so much of time. It's not so much money as per so much time that many people become impatient at this particular phase. I've seen people who would be like spending $50 on Facebook ad and they'll be like, why am I not a millionaire yet? Like, my one advice is like, bro, your audience has seen you for like 2 minutes. Why do you think they'll buy from you right now? You have to give them something that they can afford, they can quickly spend, and build enough trust in their minds that tomorrow when you pitch your offer, it becomes super, super easy to sell. Sales becomes natural. You don't have to become a pushy salesman, right? So, fifth lesson is that I have seen Deepak, and such a wonderful person. Like, I don't know how he, I don't know how he, has so much patience. In 2015 or 2014, he created a lead magnet, and all our Alpha Club members are coming from that lead magnet, 7 year long lead magnet, old lead magnet. He has been nurturing these people long enough that when he pitched a high priced offer, these people closed their eyes and jumped on a sales call, and on the sales call, he made an offer and they closed. Now, this advice when I give to other people, hey, spend some time, give some value first, build enough. Many people think that okay, this is just too long for me. I want to become, Elon Musk in one day or 2 days, but that's like, life doesn't work like that. So yeah,
Overnight.
yeah.
Right.
These are the five
So this,
lessons I learned. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, go ahead. So this is the five PowerPoint learning just you are mentioned, and guys, definitely you are getting so much value right now. So we are here for few more minutes, but you can also ask your question. We have few more question to Jayant as well. So according to your experience, what is the biggest mistake people do when it comes to sales, when it comes to closing?
Um, you know, Pulling their pants down on prices. So I have seen people, like, I won't name them. Recently, I bought a mastermind, and I always do this. I always ask for a discount just to check whether the salesman is pulling his pants down or not, and they do most of the time. I would be like, this mastermind was worth, I think, some 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs. And I told them that, hey, I don't have money. Can you give me a discount just to check how they're handling this objection? Like, Jayant, we're giving you 30% discount right off the bat. I'm like, what? So that's one. Don't do that. Don't give discounts. My respect for the training went down, right? Because, dude, if you're willing to pull your pants down right now, then I don't have respect for your training and all. Like, I mean, what? Just because you want to make a sale, do you want to provide me discount? That doesn't work like that, right? I don't. You lose respect when you give discounts. So never give discounts. That's number one. But rather stack the offer. Show them that, hey, it's fine. I can't reduce the price, but you know what? If you join in, I can give you XYZ bonus also. So that kind of helps. Second is, like I mentioned, people don't spend enough time building trust in the market. People don't craft stories around their products. Majority of the time I go there, people will be like, you know, these old sales techniques. Not old, I would say, but I would not say very old. Mediocre sales technique. They tell them that, hey, you have a feature. Here's the benefit of the feature. Just show them the benefit of the feature, and people will buy. No, like 90% of the time that doesn't work. You have to craft a story to show the third thing: feature, benefit, and the relevance of the benefit to that particular person. For example, Nilesh, I know this is a very expensive laptop, 64 GB RAM. I don't know how many terabytes of memory, but you know what? Because of this 64 GB of RAM, 16 GB of video graphics, you remember last time you mentioned in the call that you struggled through your Call of Duty game 3 times and you lost, even though you know that you could win. With this, one of our customer has used the same laptop and he has just cracked the top 10 rankings in all India level, and you can absolutely do the same. Now what did I do? Feature, benefit, crafted a story so that you see the significance of the benefit relevant to you. Now this story will change from person to person to person. Many people don't use storytelling enough in the sales, and this is absolutely critical. Yeah, so that
That's a great piece of advice right now. So thank you so much, Jayant, once again for sharing tons of golden nugget with me and my audience. So thank you so much. So you also have this one community. Can you share a little bit about it so people also jump to that community?
Yeah, I have been building my community. So uh, there is no niche to my community. It's a simple WhatsApp group, and by clicking on the link, I think Nilesh has shared, you go
Drop in
through
the
my
description.
you go through my landing page where you drop in your name, email address, phone number, so that I keep sending email sequence. You would love my email sequence. I do a lot of fun there. But yeah, the community right now, I don't have a niche. I can't tell you what this community is about. But I know whatever I have been learning on the job, I keep teaching to people. Like when I was working in an e-commerce startup, I was teaching e-commerce. When I ran my own e-commerce startup, I was teaching people how to run their own e-commerce startup. Now that I'm heading sales department in my agency right now, I'm teaching people how to sell, how to generate leads, how to approach people to get a book meeting and all those kind of things. So if that's what you are interested in, learn, seeing me preach what I practice and practice what I preach, go join my community. We have a lot of fun in the community as well. The link is giants.cc/wa. So yeah, no pitch. I rarely sell anything to anyone, and majority of the time it's just hanging out with a bunch of good people.
Yeah, that's a great community. I'm also part of it. So definitely you get back great value. So thank you so much once again, Jayant, for sharing tons of values, tons of golden nuggets out there. So before we wrap up the show, any three piece of advice to entrepreneurs or internet marketers?
Grab attention at all costs. Attention. Do everything you can to grab that attention of the right people. Build enough trust. Create a godfather offer that people feel stupid saying no to. Attention, trust, money. Build these three things, you'll be gold. Yeah.
Amazing session, and tons of golden nuggets in this session. So thank you so much once again for giving your time, giving you the great amount of value with us in this session. So thank you so much. I'll be joining you in a minute. Till then, have a great rest of the day. So bye bye.
Thank you.
So there you go, guys. There you go. He is Jayant Kumar Padhi and sharing tons of golden nugget with us. So please, you can share your biggest takeaways in the comment section or whatever your question is. You can also ask in the comments. So he's also in the our Facebook group. He replied you soon. So and yeah, if you are someone who also want to launch their own interview show or like this, or you want to bring a super amazing guest on your interview show, so we are coming up with something amazing that here's the link. I put all the related link into the description section. Go and check that out. You can be a part of this voiceos.com launch. So this is the 5 days interview launch masterclass or secrets. You are going to learn so many things related to interview, how you can launch your interview. So definitely you can be a part of it. So till then, Nilesh signing off. Have a great rest of the day and bye bye.